Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening, good afternoon, or good night for every from where or anytime you want. My name is Nadirah, Binti Muhamad Zain, and I'm from PAKK. Kirakan awal kanak-kanak to 2000 June 2023. Okay, today I'm going to present the strategies for teaching English in bilingual and multilingual settings. Okay, as you know that the educational curriculum in Malaysia included English since it offers many more advantages or many more benefits, and academic ability as well as communication with native or non-native speaker mostly depend on it because we nation are diverse country there where there are Malays, Chinese, Indians, and other languages or tribe or something like that. And then English is used in many aspects of daily life, like including public area like toilets and mosque, rest area, R&R, but public transport like LRT and MRT, so like that. And then computer gadgets like computer gadgets, ingredients. And ingredients is when we are going to make something, we have to look the recipe from the English version because it's more original when we want to make a cake. So that's the thing, and even tools. English has become a universal component of language of human communication, even if local national language are somewhat common. Children or students should concentrate on raising their English language competency in their educational environment since it's necessary for daily life. So, children have to shape early for them to become more successful in speaking English and can speak globally and communicate globally with their friends. The strategies for teaching English in bilingual and multilingual setting. Teaching English in bilingual and multilingual settings present both challenge and opportunity for the educator. As globalization continues to foster diversity linguistic landscape in the classroom around the world, the need of effective strategies to help language learning become more effective are increasing critical. In these settings, students are often bring their levels of proficiency in the English language alongside the native language, creating a rich tapestry of linguistic background. The diversity not only enrich the learning environment but also necessary tailored instructional approach that acknowledge and leverage student linguistic learning. In the context of education, language enhanced surroundings underline the needs for encouragement and active use of language to improve the language development and learning of the children. It concentrates in language helping youngsters develop their communication abilities, vocabularies and grammar, and also language competency. Key competence of language enriched environment stressing interactive communication. Embracing linguistic diversity, providing a variety language experience, establish a pre-rich environment, modeling language use, supporting language play, and giving children supportive comment to help them grow and develop generally. Okay. Developing a language rich environment is important since it will assist in the cognitive development of the children. Children's cognitive development can be improved in surroundings that are rich in language by means of critical thinking, problem solve ability, and creativity stimulation. Okay, as we know that if the children learn early about more language, they can become more a lot of thinking. They use their brains more, and they have to learn because they have to learn the meaning of the language, like like what is been said in Mandarin, what is been said in Malay, and what is been said in English. They have to remember it, and they have to apply it in their daily life. So it's it's true that the the language use environment will help the children to develop their cognitive development. Engage in language with events like storytelling help youngsters or children increase their cognitive ability and boost their intellectual development. Correct instruction. Then although sometimes we give a clear instruction, but make sure we use a correct grammar, because when we give them an instruction without a correct grammar, they will affect their communications in the future, such as, can you please go go and take the seat and go back. That's not the correct way to give instruction for the student. So we as a student, as a teacher, have a virtue to teach the children to create English learning. Okay. Okay, it is because modern language also entail having meaningful talk with young people and pushing them, encourage them to speak for themselves, such as reading a narrative with the most appropriate pronunciations and grammar. Okay, when we teachers have to read a book in the class, we have to give the correct intonations, pronunciation, and grammar, so that the students have to have follow our pronunciations and grammar that didn't affect them in the future, that have a negative effect like that. Okay, next is visual aids of contextual support. Okay, visual assistance is the use of graphic, picture, text, and also video to help the concept of understanding, increase engagement, and fit with the different learning environment. Visual aids also support is providing students or children with relevant previous knowledge, real life example, and personal connection to help them understand and remember the fresh material. Fresh material is like thing that they learn new, that for their knowledge that they didn't know before, and they know now and they will apply in their daily life. And also this help to improve the relevance and mobility of the learning process by allowing one to link acquired knowledge of practical situation. Ini sekarang kau apa?
12.
Dulu. Sempat. Okay. Okay, this is example for the visual aids. Okay, when reading a storybook, the teacher can bring a big book to help students understand the words in the books. Like they can see more clearly when the book is big, when the picture is big, when the tree is big, when the elephant is big, and so then the student or the children can picture it in their mind. And also, will also help with the video ad that show words in many language, like animal names in different languages, as the word rabbit can be Suzy in Mandarin, and can be Mohd in Tamil. So the word wall and big book and the other so the word wall and big books and the other of visual aids support. It will make the children understand of the words more exciting. And the children are more excited because they have to participate in the learning process when they are surrounded by usually exciting objects. That's when teachers have a great obligation to create and use visual and contextual aids to enhance the learning environment for the younger student. Okay. And the last strategy is difference instruction. Okay. It is important for the teacher to handle explanation in the different language in the multiple bilingual and multiple settings. If teachers who are not fluent in their student native language can effectively communicate their instruction in English, then it is also conceivable for teachers who are influenced in the students um, native language to the significant communication in English. So, differentiation in a crucial strategy for teaching English in a bilingual or multilingual settings. Since the students are the student since the student in this setting may have a different level of understanding and proficiency in English, it is important for education to tailor to help them to teach them that is the instruction to meet the individual needs of the student. So, the thing here that the teachers have to give a different instruction for different students because they have a different language background. So maybe the students will have a lot of problem when learning uh, uh, learning uh, learning learning. Uh, Maybe the student will face a lot of problem when doing activity in the class. So it is important for giving a different instruction here. This can be done through a flexibility grouping, where the students are grouped on based their language, proficiency, and learning style. Okay, the teachers also have to consider about the language background or culture background when teaching and make a group. So because maybe in the group they have a student who understand the language, the English language, and also understand the language of their native language. So the student who are smart enough to understand bilingual is able to help the other students who cannot understand English. So here, grouping is so important for the teaching English in the bilingual and multilingual setting. Okay, for example, teacher can create mixed ability group for collaborative activities such as storytelling and acting. They can also provide additional support for the students who are struggling with English through targeted intervention. Okay, this example here, same like before that I explained before, because grouping is able to help the students collaborative communication in English, also in their native language, so they can understand more about the context of learning. And this is such a great example that storytelling and acting can help the children or younger students to express their feeling, their emotions about learning English. And this help the teachers to target what are the weakness of their students and they have to give the support of the students that, for example, the student don't understand the words, the context, the sentence, so the teachers can help them with the understanding. So a teacher also could offer additional resources or support for students who are still developing the English language skill while challenging more advanced learners with extension activity. Giving clear instruction will be helpful for the students who is not able to engage in the activities. When giving the instruction, the teachers may use body language or sign language to communicate with the student. The visual aids or the visual support in the classroom also will help to visualize the instruction to the multilingual students. Okay, when a teacher doing the activities such as storytelling or anything like that, the teachers can use the visual aid when giving instructions. When giving the instruction, the teachers may use the visual aids in the classroom, such as word wall, storybook, and so on. It is because maybe the children will understand more about the instructions. Just for example, when the teachers ask to sit on the chair, maybe the teachers will have to show the pictures of the chairs and the multiple languages such as Mandarin, Tamil. Say, okay, chairs. Sit on the chairs while showing the word wall card. Okay. Okay. The teacher also may use body language or sign language to communicate with the student. Like, okay, you may sit down, or sit down. You may eat. Okay, and then you have to, okay, you may go to the toilet like this, and then you can, if they want to ask a question, you can ask them to tap you when they don't understand, and then you can also acting like animals, such as tiger or crocodile. So it will help the students to imagine the animals and can understand more of the context of learning English. Okay, in the conclusion, teaching English in multilingual and bilingual settings call for a true strategy in general. This including establishing a language-rich environment by meaning, of course, the visual aid and contextual support. Apart from that, parents and society are quite important for supporting English education, motivating language use at home, giving cultural background, and helping to organize the school event. This technique helps the students to become more proficient, culturally sensitive, and communicative with prerequisites for them for flourish in a link-global society. So, in conclusion, the English language, teaching English language in the bilingual and multilingual setting is hard, but I know it's hard. But we have to teach our younger generations, because the English is the one of universal language that everyone use in the world. So when they grow up, they can have a job and something like that. They will use the English language to apply for the job and so on. So the teacher has to do the correct strategies for the children to understand more about English and also the English activities. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. So as our world becomes increasingly interconnected, proficiency in English opens doors to understanding different cultures and enhance communication globally. So in this presentation, I will explore various strategies and methods about the strategies for teaching English language in a bilingual or multilingual settings for early childhood education. Okay, so for the introduction, according to PAKK 2020, multilingual classroom are those composed of learners or different ethnicity backgrounds who speak more than two mothers language. The early years are essential to children's growth and continuing development and a critical period for language acquisition and learning. Early childhood bilingualism is common in nature as infants and young children can acquire and differentiate multiple language simultaneously or sequentially from birth onward. Early bilingualism should be recognized as an asset that yields innumerable long-term benefit that all children can take advantage of throughout their childhood years and adult life. So description, what is multilingual teaching? Multilingual teaching in early childhood education refers to an educational approach where children are taught using more than one language from early age. This approach recognizes and supports the linguistic diversity present in children, aiming to foster bilingual or multilingual proficiency. Okay, broadly considered in these two categories, there are two categories, which is first, simultaneous bilingualism. Simultaneous bilingualism is where young children acquire multiple language from birth. For example, where each parent speaks a different language, also called the one language approach, or instance where both parents are bilingual. Infants can differentiate between two languages from very early on. It is common for emerging bilingual children to translanguage or mix their language, particularly when interacting with other bilingual children. Okay, so next is sequential bilingualism, where children acquire one language in the home and learn the second or third language in the early childhood setting or school. These categories are not clearly distinguishable as children may transition from the home to early childhood settings or other multilingual language. What we do, as a teacher we need to do. So in the fast changing world of teaching young children, finding good ways to teach English is very important in education where many speak different language. Okay, so improve student vocabulary in this diverse setting is to use flashcards. This helps kids learn English and understand other culture better. By using methods that respect different cultures, teachers can make learning English enjoyable and help kids feel proud of their own language. These careful methods help all kids learn English fairly and set them up for success in using many languages in our connected world. Teachers are playing an important role in making learning situation. Okay, in early childhood education, there are also children who have multilingual language. It is possible that some of them are from China, Korea, or Japan. Therefore, it is important for teachers to have them learn English at school. One useful strategy that teacher can use to improve student vocabulary in this diverse setting is to use flashcards. From creating this strategy, teachers can use detailed language to demonstrate correct grammar, help students learn new words, and teach different way to form sentence. According to a report by Sonia 2020, they think that teachers who use flashcards in teaching vocabulary can improve students' English vocabulary mastery. Using flashcards in early education can give children the opportunity to learn multiple languages. Teachers can prepare flashcards with pictures where children have to guess the picture on the flashcard. Children from different languages can use their own language to give the answer. At the same time, The teacher tells the child to repeat their answer using English. This is not only help them remember better, but also improve their English speaking skill while in class. In short, using flashcard in a smart way helps children learn English word better in school where children speak more than one language. By using flashcard, it also improves children's communication skill in English. When a teacher, next one. By using flashcard, it also improves children communication skill in English. When a teacher talks to current children, regardless of whether the children speak English well or not, the teacher should listen carefully and talk to them in a good way. By listening to what children have to say, even if they are not fluent in English, teachers need to show that they care about what children think and feel. A good way to help such children is to use more words by building on what they say. For example, if a current child say "I like white cat" in their own English, the teacher can ask to repeat the question in English like, "Why do you like white cat?" using English language. Okay, so this helps children learn new words and express themselves better. This method helps children use more words and think more deeply and creatively about different topics related to what they say the first time. Okay, this way of teaching helps children learn new words and create a classroom where every child is able to express themselves and be themselves even by using their own English. Finally, by having fun and interesting talk with children, teachers help them learn throughout their life and become good at talking to others. As children become more proficiency in communication, teachers can create them listening refers to 21st century education method. Besides that can assist teacher in enhance their creativity in teaching and learning process. It can be applied in pair or small group activities. They help children stay interested and improve their language skill toward English. This method gives children opportunities to learn through talking and doing things together. This helps children feel supported and encouraged, making them more comfortable sharing their thoughts and trying a new ideas. In teaching strategy, teachers can use detailed language to demonstrate correct grammar, help students learn new words, and teach different ways to form sentences. Okay, third game is one of the games to assist children in improve their communication skill. It is able to improve communication skill because the game encourages children to communicate in unconventional ways and to pay attention to body language. By showing good language use and being excited to learn, teachers encourage children to speak well, think deeply, and enjoy learning as a fun and team-based activity. Okay, next, the importance of teaching English in multilingual environment. First is global communication and opportunities. One of the primary reasons for teaching English in multilingual setting is its role as a global communication tool. English enables individuals to connect with people from different parts of the world, fostering international understanding and collaboration. This is particularly important in a globalized economy where business, government, and organizations operate across borders. Proficiency in English opens up numerous opportunities for students, including higher education, international travel, and employment in multinational companies. For the second is academic advantage. English is the medium of instruction in many prestigious educational institutions worldwide. By mastering English, a student in multilingual environment gains access to a vast array of academic research, including textbook, research paper, and online courses that are predominantly available in English. This access enhances their learning experience and broadens their knowledge base. Moreover, proficiency in English allows students to participate in international academic exchange and collaboration, further enriching their educational knowledge. Okay, and for the last is cognitive benefits. Learning English in a multilingual environment also offers cognitive benefits. Research has shown that bilingualism and multilingualism can improve cognitive function, such as problem solving, creativity, and memory. When students learn English alongside their native language, they develop better cognitive flexibility and adaptability. These skills are invaluable in today's fast-paced, dynamic world where the ability to think critically and adapt to new situations is highly prized. Okay, so for the conclusion is, in conclusion, teaching English in multilingual environment is of paramount importance. It equips students with essential communication skills, open doors to academic and professional opportunities, enhance cognitive abilities, and promote cultural understanding. Moreover, it fosters inclusivity and social equity, ensuring that individuals from diverse linguistic backgrounds can thrive in a globalized world. As educators, recognizing and addressing the importance of English multilingual studying is crucial for preparing students to success in an increasingly interconnected world. And teaching English in early childhood education setting where children speak different language require a thoughtful and welcoming approach that appreciates diversity and encourage language growth through meaningful conversation. Teachers can help children learn English by creating environment rich in language, using picture like flashcard what I say, respecting different cultures, and providing step-by-step guidance. By working together using game-based learning, involving families, and regularly checking progress, you can make sure every child has the opportunity to do well in school and with their language. In conclusion, by using this method creatively and flexibly, teachers can help children become skilled and confident English learners in various learning settings. Okay, so that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I want to present about strategies of teaching English in bilingual or multilingual settings. Okay, introduction. Multilingualism refers to the ability of person or a group to communicate and interact effectively, to communicate in more than language in a variety of settings is known as multilingualism. Teaching English in a bilingual or multilingual settings refers to the practice of instructing students who come from diverse linguistic backgrounds and may already speak one or more language fluently besides English. Okay, multilingualism is an asset to be nurtured in our classroom, and the following five strategies can help teachers strategically and intentionally celebrate and extend multilingual children's existing linguistic expertise as well as their participation and in learning activities both in person and virtually. Okay, next is bilingualism has been found to enhance cognitive development, improve language skills, increase culture awareness, provide access to increased job opportunities, and enhance executive functioning in children. Research studies have shown that bilingual children outperform monolingual children in various language and cognitive tasks. Learning two languages simultaneously requires children to use different language system and cognitive process, which can strengthen their executive function and working memory. Okay, next we go to the strategies in teaching bilingual or multilingual settings. Okay, first is immersive language environment. The teacher can make language-rich environment by creating a classroom filled with English language materials such as book, poster, or something that the children can use in the classroom. Okay, language environment can help the children make connection between new English terms and words or concepts they already know will support language acquisition. Okay. Um, the children can learn the new language if the teacher apply it in the classroom. Okay, bilingual children have also been found to have a larger vocabulary and better grammar than monolingual children. Okay, the next strategies is interactive activities. Okay, the teacher can apply interactive activities for children to make learning fun and engaging. For example, the teacher can use songs, rhymes, and stories to the children, and they can learn the language by singing or reading the stories and with their friends. Okay, it can help the children to learn the language. They can learn the language with their friends in the class. Okay, moreover, teachers can use visual aids or realia. Okay, visual aids and realia is something that can help children associate words with image and to make learning more concrete. Okay, for instance, teacher can use pictures, flashcards, videos, or incorporate real objects during lesson. Okay, both visual aids and realia enrich the learning experience, making education game more interactive, engaging, and effective. Okay, research studies have shown that bilingual children have better language proficiency in both of their language and compared to monolingual children. Okay, the next strategies is play-based learning. Okay, play-based learning can incorporate play-based learning such as dramatic play and interactive game. Okay, for dramatic play, it can encourage children to use English in their interactions and role playing. It can also use puppets to act out simple stories and scenario in English. Okay, for the interactive games, the teachers can play Simon Says with the kids to practice listening and following direction in English. Okay, play-based learning can give motivation and engagement because the fun and competitive nature of games increase motivation and engagement, making language practice and more enjoyable. Okay, the next strategies is do the peer learning. Okay, do the peer learning is the teacher can arrange the children, and the children can be paired or group to encourage themselves. Okay, the children also can make language buddies and pair who are more proficient in English and who are more okay. The children can make pair with who are more proficient in English with those who are less proficient. So they can learn from their friends who are good in English. So their friends which is good in English can teach the children about the English language. Okay, the language centers. The teacher also can make language centers like reading corner with set up cozy and beautiful. It is because the children can learn the language with environment that they feel cozy, and they like to learn language in the language centers. Okay, furthermore, the next strategies is cultural relevance. The teacher can do cultural relevance to incorporate cultural elements because bilingualism has also been found to increase cultural awareness in children. Teachers can use stories, songs, and examples from the children's cultures to make learning more relevant. Teachers also can celebrate the diversity, like celebrate cultural events and tradition in the classroom. Okay, the children can learn related vocabulary and share something from their culture. Okay. Okay. Then we have discussed about the strategies of in teaching bilingual and multilingual settings. So the conclusion is early childhood education in bilingual or multilingual environments has several advantages that go beyond language acquisition. Early exposure to several languages improve social skills and cultural awareness, while strengthening cognitive functions like memory and problem solving. Children become more adaptive and tolerant, as well as more fluent and self-assured language users. Teachers also can maintain children's motivation by using interactive strategies to make learning fun and interesting. All things considered, bilingual or multilingual education provides a solid basis for success in all life, like academically, socially, and culturally. Okay, that's all from me about the strategies in teaching bilingual or multilingualism. Okay, thank you.